Yeah. Okay.
The hardest fight, man, we were fighting the AQI out in sector, and we come back and have to fight the battalion command at the same time. You know what I'm saying? When Grandia got shot, like they were fucking calling up what kind of eye pro he got on, blah blah blah. And yo, those dudes from first platoon, like if you weren't on patrol, like or on guard, you were asleep.
Yeah.
So Grandia gets shot, man, and everybody just throws their kit on. You know what I mean? It's QRF. They throw their kit on, they run down, try to help out with that shit. And Colonel Graves and all them show up. Like, you know what makes the United States Army the greatest fighting force? Fucking uniforms. Blah blah, and start ripping these dudes' ass
Right.
up for just waking up, throwing their helmet and grabbing their vest and their fucking weapon and running out to help him. And he was
Yeah.
just shitting all over him, bro. And there was a support platoon dude, right? So whenever shit would kick off in the city, we would like if it got real heavy, man, because it happened more than fucking once that we had to do it. The engineers would go out, they'd crater charge all the roads, they'd set up T walls, and there's Route Strawberry. That was the only way in and out of the city, was Route Strawberry. Like,
Yeah.
and they took this infantry dude from 136 and they put him in support platoon. And he was supposed to go out there and pick up these barriers, man. Fuck, dude. They had an IED on the back side of the barrier. When he walked up to hook the cables up, it blew into his fucking face, man. And they're calling up on the radio, tell me what kind of iPro he had. And the engineer platoon sergeant, who's the fucking coolest dude ever, man. He's like, yo, when I find his fucking helmet, I'll let you know what's fucking attached to it. Like, what the fuck? Out.
Yeah.
You know, like I got shit going on. I don't need to fucking talk about this. You know, and it's so we was out there and like anything that would happen, they were just fucking Article 15. Fucking here you go, relieved. Bam, bam, bam. So we were just that the that shit that happened in Mohammedia when the Marines came through and they cleared all those buildings with the grenades and shit and killed all them people. We fell under them dudes.
Yeah.
So Colonel Graves told us right off the rip, man, if you fire a fucking round, you better have 1,000% PID because there's going to be a 15-6 investigation and blah blah blah. And we were hesitating, man. Like
Yeah.
motherfuckers was hesitating because it's like, yo,
Yeah.
and we're seeing what's happening. So we're fighting the chain of command. We're fighting trying to fight the fight, trying to keep everybody going, bro. But it was just taking a fucking toll on us. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you couldn't win for losing in this fucking place, man. You just couldn't fucking win. And bro, it got after we called up and said that we were non-mission capable, and Captain Kuzio ended up leaving, and they brought in Captain Cusick. We just went red direct, bro. We started shooting 25 at everybody. It was like
Yeah.
it's like we had called in enough. There was 88 medevacs called out of fucking firm base 4 in our 14 months that we were out there. 88 times we had to fucking
And
put dudes on there. You know what I mean? And for like the first 6 or 8 months, man, I'm talking like everybody's asshole was tight because we didn't know what we couldn't. We you know what I mean? Are we fighting or are we like what the hell are we doing? He had this great idea, man. Like, and I didn't understand like what his fucking deal was. He went to go do this Shura, right? Right outside of Firm Base One, was trying to pull all the village elves, and they saw where he parked his Humvees and stuff. He pulled off. Then he's like, the next week he was coming out. They call us up to go check it out to make sure. There's a brand new patch of asphalt right where he parks his fucking shit.
yeah.
We're like, hold up, let's get EOD out there. There's fucking 4155 rounds and a bunch of propane tanks right there for him,
Yeah.
waiting for his ass
Right.
right there. You know what I mean? He has this, like, I don't know, man. It was just boggles my mind. But like I said, before we went in, he got told that we're the best company in Usor. Take care of my guys, blah, 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 blah. He's shit, we'll see. You know what I mean? That was his attitude. It was like, we'll see.
Yeah.
Man.
He was hating for real.
Oh, bro. Hating. And I'll let you know, man, we did we did our right seat ride. We had a staff sergeant first sergeant. That first sergeant because Brody, Brody and him had gotten into it, man. He had at end of tour, he wrote fucking first sergeant Brody an ARCOM, fucking ARCOM, and he
Yeah.
said he went and talked to him and said, I think there must be a mistake, and he said, no, I gave you what you deserve. And Brody went
Wow.
at him. Brody went at him. We had to end up sending him back on the fucking Advon to keep him from losing his fucking stripes and shit. So
Yeah.
third ID rolls in and they're looking at us going, their first sergeant's like, hey, these motherfuckers, this isn't a, you know how we do attachments. These guys are
Yeah.
another company from another brigade, and they got fucking ran through. Like,
Yeah.
listen to them. They know how to fight, but just understand the deck was stacked against every fucking one of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I want to talk about TJ a bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who was he to you before the tragedy, and what kind of soldier was he?
Oh, that was my guy, man. That was my guy. So when I came to third platoon, I got to pick my crew. Will told me, he was like, hey, man, who you want? And TJ had just gotten in trouble because he had overslept. He was supposed to go to javelin course or some shit, and he was going to get in trouble. And I was like, I want that guy. They're like, what? It's like, yeah, I want that guy. And I picked Big
Yeah.
Gomez. So I got these two Mexicans.
Yeah.
And everybody asked me, like, why'd you pick these two dudes? I was like, shit, I ain't never going to be short nothing. I promise you that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Yeah.
Big Gomez was older than me, but he was a PFC. And TJ, they thought he was problems and they were like doing all this shit. I was like, nah, man, I'll square him up. I was like, I think it was a leadership failure. Somebody should have checked on him before, and they didn't. So it ain't on him. And we went through gunneries together. He was he was a good shit, man. He was just a really soft spoken kid, man. Artistic, liked to draw. He was towards like when we were in Iraq and stuff, he would get on Gomez's ass. He'd be like, Gomez, you need to teach me the gun because I'm gonna be Sergeant Keller's gunner. You're gonna fucking go. I'm the next one. You know what I mean? He took
Yeah.
my my fucking Bradley didn't have third gear. If it shifted up into third from second or down from fourth, one side of my fucking track would lock and it would go backwards.
Yeah.
TJ was the only motherfucker that could drive that Bradley. The only one. That shit
Yeah.
was fuck like as soon as he knew how to catch it and like it never even happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how well he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, I picked him and I just used to joke and I said they're gonna steal. But you know
Yeah.
what? I was never short on any inspection. I
No, for
never
sure.
never missing a tool,
For
and
sure.
I didn't say nothing. Well, a couple of times I'm like, "Hey, go put that shit back.
Yeah.
Go put that
Yeah.
shit back."
Yeah.
But I'm not saying nothing. I just love them dudes, man. Love them.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you walk us through the lead up to the day he was killed in 2006? What was the mission tempo like around that time?
Uh, right. So I got into that shit. They moved me to headquarters, and I was trying to pull him with me. I'm not even lying. I went in the first one. I was like, let me get my crew. He said, no, you can't have your crew. Let me get my driver. They're like, no, you can't have your driver. Like, you got to
Yeah.
stay. I was trying to do everything I could to get him up there, and I couldn't. So it was like, all right, but he'll be fine. Robinette's a good dude. Like, he'll take care of him. And op tempo was same as it's been the whole time. We were out in the desert on the OP after we got done pulling force protection. They put us out in the desert on OP 110. Uh, Pataki died. They wouldn't pull us off to go to the fucking memorial. We had to watch it from through the Bradley scope. Like we could see down in
Yeah.
the firm base floor. Like we couldn't we weren't allowed to go to that one. I We had this tradition. It's an old tradition that I had continued. It was it started from the old alcoholics, like the old company. But every on your birthday, I had this leather belt, man, and everybody got one lick.
Yeah.
You got your ass knocked up on the back of your shoulders by everybody on your birthday.
Yeah.
That was the tradition. You know what I mean? And I carried it through. I brought the belt out to deployment with me. Um, I was at the gym. I was working out with Rich and Reagan. Um, they came across the tracks because our Bradleys were on the other side. They came across the tracks, and everybody knew when everybody's birthday was. They looked up your ERB and shit, and they're all like, "Oh!" And I was just in PT shorts, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hell no!"
Yeah.
Like at least let me finish my workout. Let me put some pants on, and then we'll do this. And they're like, okay, we got to run these Afghan army dudes from here to firm base 1, and we're coming back, bro. It's a fucking 2-minute drive, man. Not even,
Yeah.
down the street. I was like, all right, bet. Um, I hear the vehicles fire up and stuff. I hear them pull out, bro. Right at the end of the train station road, bro. It's not even 200 meters, man. All that dust had got turned up and all that stuff. And they dropped 2 Iranian speed bump landmines right there. So TJ rolled out. They rolled out. I can't explain the fucking sound, man. But when like when you've seen or you heard someone get blown up, do you know what I mean? If it misses, it's just like the whole like loud shit and all that stuff. When it hits, it's a rip. Like there's a rip sound. Like I heard it like a rip. Like the sound was just bro. I ran into the top and I could hear it calling up like fuck. And dog, it's 150 meters from where the position right where I'm fucking standing. You know what I mean? And I hear all sorts of chaos. Jarvis can't get the medic 103. They had to go around the train tracks, and they come around, and I'm standing there, man. And Jarvis they get him on the 113. They're pulling him around and all that stuff. The talk runner dude. He looks and he looks at the lieutenant and goes like this. Bro, I just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I get my shit on and I run across the tracks to where they are, man. And the helicopter came, got him, and he had died. He had died right there. Lieutenant, the lieutenant that was in there was like, he went out. He went out real quick. I'm like, fuck. All right. I ran over there. I saw Gomez, and Gomez is just fucking crying, bro. He said, when it went off, the hatch was open, the commander's hatch, and it had broken off. So 400 pounds fell on Robinette's fucking head, smashed his face into the fucking turret, broke his nose, knocked him out.
Yeah.
So he's out cold. And Gomez, he's like, oh, I could just hear him fucking screaming, help, get me out, fucking help me. Gomez, get me. And Gomez said, he's like, bro, I'm strong. I couldn't get him out. I couldn't fucking get him out. The fucking floorboards, there's that drain plug underneath the driver's hatch. That shit had opened up because it like busted that shit open and smashed him like he was pinned in there, man.
Yeah.
And it superheated it. Like, so he's fucking burnt up. And Gomez is like, bro, I couldn't fucking get him. I was pulling as hard as I could. I couldn't fucking get him out. And he's just begging me, like, Gomez, please help me. Gomez. Jarvis was skinny enough. He got in there. He got his leg unpinned and all that shit and was able to get him out. But it's just too much, man. And Robinette had to go identify his body. He had to fly him to Al Assad. I mean, he came back, bro. He was just crying, man. He's like, dude, I tried everything, man. And in my head, bro, I just start what if and like, fuck, man. If I would have just shut the fuck up, well, fuck, then it would have been me. I would have got knocked the fuck out. Well, if I would have pulled him to headquarters with me, then it would have been, somebody else. You know what I mean? It's just like, just fucking running through my head, man. Running through my fucking head, bro. But nothing you can do about it, man.
Yeah.
It's just tough.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
So yeah, it was like now we had lost Pataki, we had lost TJ. You know what I mean? There's been so many other dudes that had left and gone back. A little while later, we'd lose Loney, man. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck? We had blown up so much shit. We had to call in non-mission, like we were non-mission critical, you know, like not effective. We had 4 vehicles left in the company, man. We were sitting out there. I was sitting on Route Strawberry. I was out there for 12 hours because, like I said, we blocked off all the shit. There was only one route in the city, and that was Strawberry. And we looked down Strawberry and stuff. And the tanks were supposed to come replace me. We had a tank platoon that was attached to us, and they were up in Camp Hit doing maintenance and shit. And they were like, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna come," and they got fraggled on the way. They said, "Hey, we need you to do a route clearance of the fucking city." And I'm like, "Fuck, shit. All right, that'll be quick." It's about a 20-minute drive through all the routes that we were supposed to go. I watched the tanks come, hooked down Strawberry. They hit Strawberry. They got to Big Blue, took the right, and took the left on Star. And I just, wow, I saw the whole city, like, it just lit up, and all the lights went out. And that one was loud, bro. That one was real loud. And that was my relief, bro. I was like, fuck. And then they call up that Dahl he had died, the driver in the tank. That it was 250 fucking pounds of C4 in a and fucking rocked that 64-ton tank up in a fucking wheelie and dropped it down in a 10-foot hole and fucking killed him. I ended up spending like 24 hours on that fucking route waiting for somebody to come out. But at that point, we had to call up CENTCOM and say, "Hey, we don't have enough. We can't. It's a Bradley fight. We only have 4 Bradleys." The next day, Hits showed up and they started dropping off these old A2 Bradleys. There was like six of them, just so that we were able to do operations. You know what I mean? That was, bro. All these days, man. Then Loney got it after that. He got hit with 200 pounds of fucking C4 in a culvert. And that was a hard one too, man. Because, bro, then I think right before Loney had got it, Alpha 136, they had taken over Firm Base 1. They lost their whole chain of command in one day. One engagement. Like, they were out on Eucalyptus, and the first sergeant was in a Humvee. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but Eucalyptus was all dirt, man. And he hit an IED. We got out to check it out. They sniped him in the leg. He fell down. The commander, the FO, and another lieutenant ran to him, and they opened up on the people and took him out of the news. All those 3 officers in the first sergeant gone, right there, out. Like,
Mm.
it was fucking chaos, man. And we were just still trying to make it up. You know what I mean? We coded out 14. We coded out 14 Bradleys as our company, and Alpha 136 coded out 13. Not blown up,
Yeah.
coded out, like
Yeah.
out of
Done.
commission. Yeah. Not counting all the Humvees and all that other stuff, because like Humvees weren't allowed in the city, but every once in a while we had like scouts or some shit think they were gonna come help somebody out and cruise through the city, and then we'd have to go bail them out because they got their asses blown off. You know what I mean?